You know those girls that have to get everything perfect before they go to the gym? Do their
Definitely
hair.
not Crystal.
Do their makeup.
I didn't do my makeup.
Giving her a hard time. What are you doing in there?
I was throwing my hair up in a bun. You see how pretty that is? It's not very pretty.
Yeah. Threw my hair up in a bun too. Look at that. Alright, leg day, ladies and gents. Early morning leg day. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. Alright, y'all, that leg workout was brutal. I am fatigued. Let's tackle the rest of the day now. What you eating there, babe?
Keto Geek, what is it? Fudge Deliciousness?
Yeah, I don't even know what the official name is.
It's so freaking good.
There's 18 grams of carbs total.
Yes.
Most of which are fiber, so that's not cool. But that tastes like chocolate icing. It's so good. So good.
Half now, half later.
Half an hour, half later. Well, we got a leaf on our floor over there. Need to get that. This is brought to you by Peter, one of my clients. Great idea. Glad to have you on board, man. Alright, so it's flu season, it's cold season. I've had like several clients reach out to me and be like, what's a good keto-friendly cold medicine? Because you got to be careful, because a lot of the cold medicines for everyday use, or for when you have cold, are filled with syrups, which obviously we don't want on the ketogenic diet because there's a bunch of carbs in there. So, I don't ever get sick. I've been sick twice in my entire life, so I don't really have a whole lot of experience shopping for medicines. However, I'm going to pretend, hypothetically, that I'm sick with the cold right now, and we're going to go hit up some Walgreens, we're going to hit up some natural grocers.
I want to say something.
Okay, say something.
I used to be sick all the time, like seriously all the time. Like if someone around me was sick, I would get it. But since I've started keto, I think I've been sick maybe one time.
Yeah, you look pretty sick. Anyways, yeah, so we're just going to pretend that we have a hypothetical cold. We're going to go on a keto medication run and see what we come up with. So, let's see if we learn anything. Alright, y'all. Dayquil and NyQuil, probably the most common household names. Looking at the inactive ingredients, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the first ingredient is acesulfame potassium. That's a no-no on keto. And then right down the list here we have high fructose corn syrup. So that's another no-no. So I would not be taking this. Alright, so Mucinex, another pretty well-known name brand here. This one has inactive ingredients. It has sucralose in there. Some people can handle sucralose better than others, so you have to kind of take that on an individual basis. Generally speaking though, y'all, I mean, all these are going to be flavored in some form or fashion. They're probably not going to be flavoring these with stevia, erythritol, or monk fruit. So more or less all liquid medications should be ruled out. So as a general rule of thumb, I would go for a pill much sooner than I would go for a syrup. Alright, so we got Emergency. I honestly used to drink a whole bunch of these before I started keto. And we have Airborne. This is like a tablet that you drop into your drink. And the first ingredient is maltodextrin. So maltodextrin is a pretty popular anti-caking agent, but it responds in the body very similar to a sugar, so I would rule this one out. Emergency, the first ingredient is fructose, maltodextrin, so yeah, another, and like dried orange juice concentrate. So again, you don't want to go with any of these. Alright, y'all. Sugar-free cough drops. These should be good to go, right? Most cough drops are similar to the syrups. They're just going to be like a hardened form of the syrup. So most cough drops are out. This one being sugar-free, you would think this is good. Turn it over and look at the ingredients. We have acesulfame potassium as the first non-active ingredient, so that's a no-go. And then we have soybean oil. We have maltol syrup. We have cornstarch. So the list is just bad, bad, bad. You don't want any of this stuff. It does have some medium chain triglycerides, so I was kind of surprised about that, but more bad than good in these sugar-free cough drops. But at a rate like this, you just better never get sick because you're screwed. Alright, so the Mucinex Day and Night gel-filled pills. This one honestly doesn't have, it's got like some, gelatin that these pills are made from. It's got like mineral oil, but there's not really any huge red flags. So, I mean, I would feel fine taking one of these. So we got one green light here.
Okay guys, so I try to do a lot more of like the natural stuff. I hate medicine. I hate everything that they try and shove in you. So I will go for Vicks Vapor Rub. Some people need to be careful with it because it can mess up your respiratory system with like infants, older people, they have a harder time with it, but it's my favorite. And then also the neti pot is, there's different brands and different kinds. It's called the neti pot, but it's literally just water and salt. You put it in one nostril, it'll come out the other. Sounds gross, really isn't as bad as it sounds, and it's amazing. It clears you out. You won't feel congested or anything like that. So really good options.
All right, y'all, we're gonna go to a natural grocers. They have quite a few options in like the supplemental and medical aisles, so we're gonna see if we can find any more keto-friendly options.
Okay, so we're at the natural food store, and they have a way cuter neti pot, or it's what nasal pot is called here. And then they have like this cute little jar with salt.
Grocers. We have a extra strength soothing syrup, and just because it's natural doesn't mean it's perfect. That we still have the fructose in there, so be mindful of the syrups even if you're in a natural store. And you got to look at all the ingredients. Make that a habit anyways. Look at all the ingredients, no matter what you're picking up, no matter where you're getting it from. All right, y'all. Kick-ass sinus. With a name like that, it's got to be worth looking at, right? So, looking at these ingredients, there's honestly not that much that I'd be scared of. It's got a lot of elderflower, sage leaf, horseradish roots, basically a whole bunch of like plant-based products. The other ingredients we have spring water and glycerin, but nothing carb intake, so it's probably fine. Pretty typical in like the natural grocers. You're gonna see a lot more of like the natural ingredients, which is good, but not necessarily all natural ingredients are keto. So this one has got honey, and honey is better than sugar. I mean, it is natural, but it's gonna react in the body the same way as sugar. I mean, honey is just another sugar. So I love honey, but I don't really eat much on keto. And then this one has got malt as the syrup, but malt is basically the same thing as the syrup, so you want to steer clear of this as well. Alright, so I found this Nature's Plus ear, nose, and throat lozenges. How do you say it? Lozenges?
I think so.
Anyways, the first ingredient is xylitol, and xylitol is going to have some carbohydrate intake, but not really going to respond with insulin like most sugars will. It does have maltodextrin in there, which you kind of want to avoid, but it's way down the list, so primary ingredient being xylitol, I would probably feel comfortable having this. Alright, so I just found this one as well. I would actually be curious to try this. It's olive leaf complex, but basically ingredients are glycerin, water, European leaf extract, natural lemon flavor, sage leaf extract, peppermint oil, and menthol. It's got less than 1 gram of carbohydrate, and you just spray this down your throat for like a soothing effect. But yeah, this is pretty natural. I would totally go with something like this. Alright, y'all, that concludes our little medication run. Like I said earlier, I don't ever get sick, so I can't really pull from experience as to what is good and what is not good. Honestly, when I was a kid, my dad would have me have a spoonful of honey, because we were bee farmers, so I had a bunch of beehives. So I'd have a spoonful of honey, and then I'd chase it with a shot of whiskey, and that was supposed to, I'd have a shot of whiskey and then have a spoonful of honey, and that would kill the germs and then coat my throat. So don't know if that works or not, but I don't think it's really commonly used anymore. Hottie toddy is what they call them.
Especially not on keto.
Yeah, not on keto either. None of those ingredients are better, or keto. But so yeah, looking at what we found thus far, I would recommend going with a pill over a syrup or a cough drop, obviously, and then try and get one without all the anti-caking agents like the maltodextrin and stuff like that. And then going to the natural store, they had several like plant-based remedies, which I'm a big believer in that stuff. Like, I mean, the Indians used it for years and it worked for them, so I would definitely steer towards that if possible. What do you think?
Yeah, my biggest thing is like just do the most natural thing you can. Like I told Robert, like people just need to use the neti pot, drink some tea, and get over it. That's just the way it is. You just have to push through and
Sit in the sauna.
Yeah, sit in the sauna. That's a good idea. It literally lasts a couple days to a week. Like you can make it through anything. Just don't be a baby.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm right for saying this or not, but like whenever I've even mildly felt something coming on, I would go to the gym and I'd feel fine after that. Like a lot of people will feel something minute and be like, oh, I can't go to the gym because I need my body to recover. But I found that my body seems to recover faster if I just like sweat it out. And that might be total bro science, I'm not sure, but that's I mean, I've only been sick twice in my entire life, so.
I think that is accurate at certain points in your sickness, but there's also a certain point where you just need to go home and rest.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I think both can be accounted for. But you can usually feel in your body, like, when you actually need to rest and when you actually just need to get off your butt and, like, go sweat it out doing some cardio.
Yep, showing up. All right, ladies and gents, until next time, catch y'all later. So I was gonna call it quits on the video after that last scene at the grocery store, but driving home I just found out that this new Starbucks has just been built right down the road from our house. So we're gonna go test that bad boy out right now. Alright, taste test time, yo. Oh, it's pretty good. Nobody knows this place is open. They opened today, at like 8 o'clock this morning. So it's empty in there. It's very good, very good. Super clean, super nice. By the way, I also just got my blood test results back from when I tested the other day, which is a really good reflection of the high fat month. I can't put it all in one video though, so I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. But you'll want to stay tuned for the results. I'll just point that out. So, catch y'all tomorrow.